Hello students, I am Rajeshwar, your geography teacher. We were there on chapter number 5 study of weather and we have discussed about weather and climate and also the element of weather and climate, and we were there on the temperature, and we have discussed that temperature is affected by the altitude, latitude, distance from the sea, ocean currents and winds. Now we will discuss it. Winds take on the characteristics of the region where they originate. Winds blow from the hot region, increase the temperature of area which they blow. Loo is an example of hot dry wind which is originated in the desert in the northwestern part of Indian subcontinent. When the winds blow, when this wind blow named Loo, it increase the temperature in the northern plain of India. During summer, making the temperature of this plain unbearable hot. Similarly, cold winds decrease the temperature of the area which they blow. The cold polar winds considerably lower the temperature of northern China in the month of January. Next is cloud cover. The amount of radiation reaching to the surface of the earth and the amount of terrestrial radiation leaving the earth's surface affected by the presence of clouds. Day with clear sky are very hot and nights quite cold. As seen in desert of the world, the presence of cloud during day reduce the insolation from reaching the earth. At night, cloud prevent the terrestrial radiation from escaping, and so they raise the air temperature. Is why this is why on a cloudy night in summer, the weather becomes quite hot, stuffy, and uncomfortable. Slope and aspects. A steep slope usually cannot support soil and vegetation and is unsuitable for human sitting. So, usually bear and experience more rapid change in temperature than gentle slope. Aspect refer to the direction of a slope with respect to the sun rays. In northern hemisphere, all the south facing slope receive direct sun rays of the sun and are therefore warmer, while the north facing slopes are cooler. In the southern hemisphere, all the north facing slopes receive more sunlight than the south facing. With this diagram, things will be clear. Here, the two things are: first sun ray is here, second is here. One is on the A side, second is on the B side. And we can see the sun rays are direct on A side but slanting on B side. Means that the sun rays on A side have to provide the heat to a small area when we compare with the B side, and that's why the A side area is much more warmer than the B side area. Next is the atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure is the pressure that atmosphere exerts on the surface of the earth because of its weight. There is a close relationship between pressure and temperature. High temperature means low pressure and vice versa. Pressure difference causing horizontal movement of air is called wind, and vertical movement of air is known as current. Class, keep two things in mind: wind and air current. When the air moves upward, it is known as the air current. When it moves horizontally, we call it wind. And wind affect the temperature of a area as we have already discussed. The pressure exerted by the air is measured by an instrument called barometer. Atmospheric pressure is not the same everywhere and varies from time to time. It mainly varies with altitude and temperature. Altitude. Places at great height experience less atmospheric pressure than the places at sea level. This is because there is a greater amount of air pushing down on the surface at the sea level. As higher altitude, atmospheric pressure therefore decreases with an increase in altitude. With the help of this diagram, things will be clear, as you are able to see the blue lines in this diagram. Here the blue lines are closer and wider, but as they are moving upward, they become the thinner and the space between these blue line increasing upward. and the density which is high at the lower ground and density at the upper level is very less. Or these things tell us that the density of air is more at the ground when we compare with the upper layer of the atmosphere. Next is temperature. When the temperature of a place increases, the air gets heated, expand and rise. This leads to a decrease in the air pressure of the area. But when the temperature falls, the air gets cold, contract and descend downward. This leads to an increase in the air pressure. Thus, air pressure decrease with an increase in temperature. This is the reason why areas close to equator generally have a low pressure. Next time we will discuss pressure belts of the world. Thank you.